No, I think coming from a wrestling background, that's the beauty of it. You dictate what the fight's going to be. And, it doesn't matter who he brings in. I've been the best guy in Canada for the last 10 years. He can't bring anybody in. So I'm confident in that area. I'm also confident in the other skills I've been working on. We've got a great team, great group of guys, and that's what I'm going to be looking to kind of put to use out there. I'm not just a wrestler. If I wanted to wrestle, I'd go represent Canada again. I'm here to be an MMA fighter, and I'm excited to kind of put those skills to test. And I'm not worried about kind of what they did. I'm worried about executing our game plan and what I have to do.
Specifically, nothing really. Like his height, yeah, like I like to use my reach, so I've been sparring with a lot of guys around his same height, and his strength for sure, because he's a pretty big guy, and that awkward capoeira style, like some spinning stuff. So, but other than that, just training like every other fight.
Yeah, almost every fight that you put on your record now, it's like game 7, right? There's no losing it. Once you lose that, you're out of the game. It's so competitive out there for MMA right now. So taking 2 losses on your record, that's a huge thing. That takes you out of the game. So it's a lot of pressure, and you just got to hold on to it now.
I did some cross training at Titan, his gym. So I would say that's probably more what I benefited from it, is like knowing where he comes from. Like he's got good coaches. I trained a lot with Ken and Nabil. But as of like training with him specifically, we only sparred, once or twice, and that was like over a year ago, so can't really go off that. But
no, I mean, I've dealt with pressure my whole life. No one can put more pressure on me than myself, and I'm just focused on the task at hand. Excited for the opportunity, been training, and looking forward to jumping the cage.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's how I like to fight. I like to stand and bang, so if that's what he wants to do, hey. Sounds good to me.
I think he's going to come out, right off the bat. He'll throw some strikes, but I think, we'll exchange for a little bit, and he'll be looking for the takedown.
No, not really. I couldn't find any fights at 45 for the longest time, so I had to fight above my weight class. People were taking fights at 50, so I took them. And I just think 35 is my proper weight class. That's where I should have been fighting the whole time.
I've had some frustrating losses, so all I got to do is not be frustrated with my performance, and if I do what I want to do, then I'll be happy with myself, and that in itself is going to be a statement, because if most guys that have seen my fights, they know I like to finish fights, and I'm just looking to not make mistakes, and if that's what happens, then it's going to be awesome for everybody.
Wrestling is kind of my strong background too, and of course his is going to be stronger, but it's something that we've considered the whole entire training camp, and yeah, that's what we've been working on for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think win over Andre would be huge for title implications. I mean, he's proven in Battlefield and amateur ranks, and he's won his pro fight. So I mean, yeah. And as of like the same thing with Dwyer, that'd be awesome to get some good names like that on my resume. Like I'm up for anything. So yeah.
I've been around. I've seen a lot. And I respect his wrestling. I worked hard at it. But experience is a big factor here.
I'm completely confident in my stand-up. I train with guys like Achilles Esther every day, and Matt Trudeau and Arjan and some of the top guys in the city. So I'm really not too worried about anybody striking. Hopefully, I can showcase that I'm the best striker at 35. So.
It just makes sense. Right now, I want to do this fight at 135 because I needed something, and so I took it. But after this, we're going to reevaluate and probably do another weight cut right after the fight and see if I can get down to 125.
I don't even know. I walk around at around 232, 235. I've been trying to. I was attempting, because there was no fights lined up. I was trying to see if I can get myself down to 205, just to do a dry run, see if it's possible. It is potentially, yeah. I'm probably going to try to do the 205 class for sure.
Maybe into the later rounds, he might get tired a little quicker just because of the extra weight that he's cut that he's not used to. But again, it's not too big of a deal that I think is going to make the difference of the fight.
I'm the better athlete, and I don't think conditioning is going to be a factor. I'm going to beat him in the first round, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, yeah, the opposite of what Nick thinks there. I definitely think that cardio is going to be a factor. I'm able to push the pace, and I'll be able to go 5 rounds at a fast pace.
Yeah, I saw that fight, and I think I could take advantage of everything. Absolutely everything. Every second of that fight is going to be my fight, and he's going to realize it the first second I lay my hands on him.
So the winner of your fight is going to get a title shot. Who do you think wins the title fight Saturday night between these two guys?
I don't know, man. They're both right there. You know, honestly, I think they're both really tough guys, and it doesn't really matter for me. I mean, I'm signed up to fight them either way if I win, so there's no real difference to me, right? So, yeah, may the best guy win so that I can beat him.
I just look at extra motivation, you know. You know, people look at me as the champ now, so it's just something to prove, you know, that it wasn't the last fight against Kirk was no joke.
I'll always be the better conditioned athlete when I step in the cage, that's for sure. The way you gas someone is you put them in uncomfortable situations. That's how people gas, and that's how I anticipate this fight to go. He's going to be uncomfortable from beginning to end, whether that's 1 minute, whether that's 3 rounds, whatever it is. Definitely.
I know he's all around. He's pretty good at takedowns. Jiu-jitsu pretty good, but kind of train everything. Like I be ready for anything he tried to do. So I tried to win the fight.
You know, a lot of people said it was kind of premature how the ref jumped in, but you know what? You gotta put that behind you, and I just gotta stick to my own theories and philosophies how I always have, and I always train the hardest, and I always come out on top, and I'll prove it again this Saturday.
Well, the Battlefield belt's definitely that real short-term goal that's hoped to happen after this Saturday. But as far as the UFC, I'm a young guy. I'm only 21, and I mean, if I got the call, I would take it. But to be hunting for that UFC contract. I don't want to be one of those guys who's one and done, 2 fights done. You know, when I go, I want to be 100% ready. And at 21, I got tons of time, and maybe 24. Then we'll see what it's like. But
like for me, it's very good. He's good talent. I like to be pushed and be talent for him. He's training harder. He's hard work. He was in Thailand training, and I saw some videos, and this is what I want. This is I want to fight a good guys, and you know, test my skills, and whatever work harder, training harder is gonna win this fight.
Yeah, I would probably say he's definitely one of the stronger guys in the division. I mean, like, you don't come from 185 down to 145 and not bring some of that strength. But strength is only one little aspect of the fight, you know. And he might be a little bit stronger than me, but I guarantee you I'll be faster than him and I'll be smoother than him. So he can have the strength.